to explain why men are submissive and how men worshiping and serving women is aligned with nature's way and cosmic order.
Babes, the matriarchy isn't coming, the matriarchy is here, and that's why the patriarchy is acting out like this. People who subscribe to toxic patriarchy assume that when women come into power, we're going to mistreat men and non-women the way that they've mistreated us. But what they fail to realize is that they are running from the shadows of the dark corners of their own mind.
The number one thing that will save the Black community is matriarchy.
And now I kind of see why we not living in a matriarchy yet is because you bitches really don't want the torch. You know, y'all like having it with men. Y'all love... I don't know. I thought we was all on the same page, but we're not.
My ideal society is a matriarchal society, and let me tell you why. So, we already know we live in a patriarchal society. Within patriarchy, it's like a triangle or like a pyramid. So at the top of the...
Before y'all start talking about a matriarchy this and matriarchy that, ask yourself, are you willing to go out into the forest or the jungle and collect firewood every single day? Are you willing to take a boat out into the river or the lake and fish for fish every single day? Are you willing to build mud houses and sleep in them every single day? Are you willing to share your environment with nature, with the animals?
Hot take, and don't get defensive yet. The way some women talk to men is not because we're too masculine. I think it's because we're raised in matriarchal families. I was raised by women who handle everything: bills, emergency, survival. So my communication style is direct, efficient. I don't babysit, I don't do no hinting. We say what we mean and we keep it moving.
It is very true and important that we talk about the fact that we used to be a matriarchy who was violently overthrown years ago. But it's also very important that we talk about the fact that women help.
It's your man Delvin. Welcome to Delvin's Room. And bruh, they're finally coming out. The feminists are finally saying what I've been thinking for the longest. They don't want equality. They want a matriarchy. Feminism done caught a body. You feel me? Like, a lot of these feminists have been lying for a very, very long time. They don't want equality. Equality is something that you on the same level, I'm on the same level, and let's work to a common goal. Let's all get along. Let's make things happen, right? But that's not what feminists want. Maybe that's how feminists started. Maybe. You know, because women were getting treated extremely bad at one time. So yes, I do think feminism was necessary at a particular time. I know I talk a lot of shit about feminism because of what it's become, but at a particular time, especially for white women, they needed it because they were going through pure hell. You feel me? So feminism did have a particular reasoning for happening, right? But we moved past that, right? And now when you talk to a lot of feminists, it's not about equality. It's not about family. It's not about structure. It's not about community. It's all about women being the dominant. And a lot of these feminists can't hold it in no more. They just straight up saying, hey, women are better. Men should worship women. And it sounds crazy, but this is where a lot of them are. You feel me? Like, for a long time, a lot of people were, well, still, not even just a long time, but people still believe that women are an oppressed group in a black community. I've been saying this. In the black community, we live in a matriarchy. We do not live in a patriarchy. Maybe other communities do, or even maybe other black people around the world, because Africa kind of works under a patriarchy. But black Americans, I'm a black American, and we in black America, we definitely live in a matriarchy over here. Like, the women have the biggest voices in the community. I won't forget it. In 2024, when the election was going on and Trump came to speak, Trump and Kamala Harris came to speak to the black congregations, stuff like the black reporters and stuff like that. And all the reporters that the presidential candidates were speaking to, that was speaking for the black community, were black women. Not one black man was on that panel. It was a very crazy look. You feel me? Like, you have a whole community and the 4 people that's representing us are women, not one man. And some men in politics spoke out about that, but that was a very clear sign of what was going on in the black community. It's still going on in the black community. We live in a matriarchy. Our women have more power socially than us. Now, the reason that black women don't see it that way is because abuse. Yes, black men, there are black men out there that abuse black women. But that doesn't mean you're in a patriarchy. That just means there's some violent men out there. You feel me? That's just like saying the Crips and the Bloods run the country because they commit crimes. No. Yeah, they commit crimes and they are a dangerous group, and you want to be careful around them. But at the same time, they have no structure. They have no authority over law. You understand? It's just these people being criminals. And that's what happened to women with domestic violence. There's no structure. Check this out. Black women like to say, they bring up abusers and men that abuse women for a reason, for patriarchy. That's their reasoning for patriarchy. But those men are not lawmakers. Those men have no real power in society. These are just violent men to women. And that's something, unfortunately we can't control. That happens in every community. Every community has men that abuse women. Point blank, period. Every community. It's not a community on this earth that does not have abusive men. Now, if you want to say why and why not these men are abusive and you want to tackle that issue, by all means, handle that. But at the same time, if we're looking at things from a realistic standpoint, not an idealistic standpoint, we always gonna have violent men in the world. We always gonna have violent women. We just always gonna have violent people. You know what I'm saying? That's nothing that you can ever just like, okay, I'm gonna eradicate all violent people. Like, that's never gonna happen. You feel me? There's no society on this planet or has ever been on this planet that has not had violent people. That's impossible. So when women try to use that argument, when black women try to use that argument against black men that, oh, they're abusive men because of the patriarchy, it'll just look at you like you crazy. You feel me? It's like, it doesn't make sense, So in the black community, I believe we live in a patriarchy. I would need black women to explain to me how in the black community is black men oppressing you. And when you ask them that and you do it that straight, direct forward, they have no real answer. They normally say, well, because of the white man, black men have power. No. That's not what the hell I'm asking you. I'm asking you, how does the black man oppress you? What law has the black man passed, has black men passed that oppresses black women? And then even if you just look at history, with patriarchies, with matriarchies, there have been matriarchies throughout history. There have been matriarchies in India, Africa. I'm not too sure about the Americas. In Europe, there was small parts of matriarchy. So there have been matriarchy societies. But here's the thing: these have never been powerful communities. These have never been powerhouse communities. It's just like, and it makes sense to people that does it. It's like people that just want to live off the land. You feel me? Like, I'm not trying to live like that. I'm not trying to live in a goddamn teepee wearing bamboo drawers. You feel me? Drinking out the lake, having to fish every day and hunt bears and shit. I'm not trying to live like that. But those are usually the matriarchy, not an advanced technological society. So do you want to live like that? I don't want to live like that. You know what I'm saying? Men are producers, men are providers. That's not to say women are not productive in society and women don't have their place, but we have different strengths. Just for feminists, it's hard for feminists to say that. I get it. Feminists, they just don't want to say that because they feel that makes them weaker or something like that, which that's not. You're just a woman. That's okay. And that doesn't mean women are weaker. Women are stronger in some things. Men are stronger in some things. But the idea of a matriarchy or a patriarchy, I'm not for neither one. I'm for equality. But, it seems like a lot of these women just want the opposite of what they think is going on, which is a matriarchy, which is just oppressing men, which would be crazy. But for someone. It's your man Delvin. Delvin's room to the next one.